Pilot 4279er, this is command. All lights are green. You are cleared to start up your mech and engage the enemy.
Oh, hey, what does the shiny red button do? Ah! How's it going, everybody? I'm so happy that you decided to join me for another review. Today we're going to be looking at Iron Rebellion, your next VR mech fighting game. Before this video goes any further, I did want to let you guys know that this game is available on Steam VR, App Lab, and SideQuest. As you can see from the gameplay here, the entire cockpit is completely immersive. You've got tons of buttons everywhere that you can press. Some of them have functionality currently, and some of them are just standing there waiting to be used. The developers will be programming all the buttons in there in the future. I personally am not only a fan of the amount of buttons you can press all from inside the cockpit with different functionalities, but also the fact that everything simulates real physics. If you push your hand against the glass, it's not just going to completely go right through the glass. The glass will stop it. Everything is completely immersed with physics inside the cockpit of this mech. The current gameplay meta is that you are sitting in a giant mech where all of your weapons are based off of buttons that you press inside the mech and are interchangeable depending on what you press. Currently, the main weapon type in the game, the Splitfire, is a semi-automatic cannon. The current movement mechanics in the game is that you hold the left stick inside of the cockpit in order to move the lower half of your robot, the legs, while the right is what controls the cockpit, which controls the direction that you look and fire. An additional movement tool is that all mechs are equipped with a thruster pack in order to reach higher elevated points. The current standard game mode is a 1v1 where both mechs fight it out in an iceland in order to control a data point. The data point will move every time it is captured, and it is your goal to try to fill up your data collection meter before your enemy does. Now, I will be the first one to admit, it does seem like this game is lacking in some substance. There's only one standard game mode, one standard weapon, one standard mech. Where's the variety? However, what I will tell you is that from testing this in the alpha builds, there is so much more coming to this game. For example, in the pre-alpha testing that we did, you had to have two different weapons as opposed to the one standard weapon that fires at the same time with one trigger. You can have, for example, in the footage that we have here, I'm using a laser in my right hand and a rocket launcher in my left. There was also a game mode where you fought against an endless wave of bots, as well as one where you just got to go toe-to-toe with players and not have a certain kind of objective that you had to capture, so we'd have to assume that these are going to be in the regular build very soon. Also in the alpha testing, you got to choose between three different types of mechs: light, regular, or heavy. Lightest being that you can move faster but can't take as many hits, heavy being that you can take the most hits but are the slowest. Now, like I said before, I know this game is missing a lot of substance. I would rather have a sort of team deathmatch type game mode as opposed to this 1v1 stuff that they've got going on. However, I do want to go ahead and give this game a 7.5 out of 10 in its current state. Not because of its current state, but because of the potential of what it's going to be. In some aspects, it does feel like this game was released a little bit early. However, you have to keep in mind this is a development team, a very small development team I might add, who does need funding in order to keep the development of this game going. I'm going to leave a link in the description of the roadmap that the developer has released. There's so much stuff that's going to be coming. New maps, they're going to bring the weapon classes back, they're going to bring back the mechs, they're going to have 4v4 multiplayer. So much cool stuff is coming, and I've had so much fun doing this same stuff in the alpha, and if we can get them the funding to put this into the main build, it will be so much better of a game. Not to say that the current game in of itself isn't fun right now. I still do enjoy this game. I enjoy going in there, meeting new players, doing that 1v1 and really duking it out with somebody to see who's the better mech. I think this game is fantastic right now, and it has the potential to be so much more with the help of you, the VR community. I thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you check out Iron Rebellion today, and I can see you on the virtual battlefield. Have a great day.